Hello everybody, my name is D-Rock100 and welcome to the very first Pokemon Let's Play of my year of Pokemon on my channel. This is Pokemon Yellow. This is one of the very first games I started off and I kind of feel like I should have done that I really need to do a first generation Pokemon to start off this new year for 20 years of Pokemon. So I might as well get into it. Now, I know there's a continue thing right there, so I was doing a test run on this earlier. So, I just want to make sure everything works fine. So anyway, started with a new game. Alright, hello there. Welcome into the world of Pokemon. My name is Oak. People call me the Pokemon Prof. This world is inhabited by creatures called Pokemon. True enough. For some people, Pokemon are pets. Or they use them for fights. Myself, I study Pokemon as a profession. Excuse me. Alright, first, what is my name? Well, since this game mostly involves around the original series, I'm just gonna go with Ash for this one. Right, so your name is Ash. Yes. This is your grandson. He's been your rival since you were a baby. Don't know how that's possible, but okay. What was his name again? That would be Gary. Gary frickin' Oak. That's right, I remember now. His name is Gary. Ash. Your very own Pokemon legend is about to unfold. A world of dreams and adventure with Pokemon awaits. Let's go! Woohoo! I'm sorry, I'm not really the biggest fan of these particular games, especially from the first generation. I'm gonna be way out of date on this one. What is this? Wait, that's a Super NES. It's time to go. Now, is there anything in here? Yes, there is. One potion. Always nice to have. Okay, here we go. Right. Hello. Goodbye, Mother. Right, all boys leave home someday. Said so on TV. Professor Oak next door is looking for you. Indeed he is! So, welcome to good old-fashioned Pallet Town. So let's go ahead and leave. Hey, wait, don't go out! And of course we have this old man. That was close. Wild Pokemon live in tall grass. Just like this one! Now, I don't know if you guys had noticed this, but Pikachu's voice in this one is actually kind of muffled in this. I am using an emulator for this so I can play this game, so I apologize if any of you guys can't hear Pikachu's voice because I sure can't on this one. I'll have to take a look at that in the recording, alright. But anyway, woo! A Pokemon can appear anytime in tall grass. You need your own Pokemon for your protection. I know. Here, come with me. Now, I love this music. Gramps, I'm fed up with waiting. Gary? Where are you here already? I said for you to come by later. Whatever, just wait there. Ash, look. Okay, look, Ash. Do you see that ball on the table? It's called a Pokeball. It holds a Pokemon inside. You may have it. Go on, take it. Hey, Gramps, what about me? Be patient, Gary. I'll give you one later. And I thought Barry wasn't patient. Okay, but anyway. If you try taking it, denied. No way, Ash. I want this Pokemon. Okay. So I am going to be covering the Pokemon that we're going to be getting later on. This in particular one I'm going to hold off. Actually, you know what? Never mind. Gary, what are you doing? Gramps, I want this one. But alright then. That Pokemon is yours. I was going to give you one anyway. Ash, come over here. Okay? Ash, this is the Pokemon I caught earlier. You can have it. I caught it in the wild and it's not tamed yet. Great! Okay. Do you want a nickname to Pikachu? Actually, you know what? Yes, I am going to do just that. So for this, I am going to name it. Now, is there a place where we can lowercase? Oh, here we go. Oh, wait. Here we go. I am going to name it... Yeah. Wait. Whoa. Where's the backspace button? Oh, okay, here we go. Yes, I named it Volty. Alright. And... oh, that it? Okay, that's it. Okay. Wait, Ash! Let's check out our Pokemon! Come on, I'll take you on. And this starts off with the battle against Gary, our very first battle of the game. Okay. So, Gary, in our first battle, he's gonna have Eevee! Eevee is a very interesting Pokemon. I'll cover it in a little bit, but anyway, let's talk about our Pikachu! Pikachu is an electric type Pokemon. It stays a pure electric type throughout the entire game. Everyone's gotta know Pikachu because it's Pikachu. But, what's great about Pikachu is it is very fast and it's a great special attacker. Now, in this particular game, since the special split hasn't happened yet, I'm gonna be pretty bland in this and trying to figure out for how the Pokemon are going to attack and using special attacks. This one in particular is no exception. But anyway, Pikachu! It will not evolve throughout the entire story, mostly because it's that kind of Pikachu that does not want to evolve from True Love and Acceptance. I believe that's what it was, but it is a fantastic Pokemon. It's very fast, great special attacker, perfect Pokemon to start out this game. Okay. Okay, I'll make my Pokemon fight to toughen it up. Ash, Gramps, smell you later. Whoa, that Gary. What? Would you look at that? It's odd, but it appears that your Pikachu dislikes Pokeballs. You should just keep it with you. That should make it happy. You can talk to it and see how it feels about you. Let's start talking to it. Yeah, it doesn't really like us that much. Okay, so I guess while we're at it, I can go ahead and just go ahead and leave. Wait, is Pikachu even healed? Oh yeah, he's healed. Okay. Actually, you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, let's take a look at the stats on this one. You see, the special stat has yet to happen, so unfortunately it's going to take me a little bit of time to get used to this, since this is all first generation stuff and not second generation. Is there anything else? Okay, no. Okay. And coming up here, this is the introduction to Route 1. Route 1 is home to 2 new Pokemon. Those Pokemon are Pidgey, and the other one is Rattata. In fact, there's a Pidgey right there. Pidgey. It is the very first flying type Pokemon that we can get in the game. It is more bulkier than several other ones that I've seen from the first generation. I recommend this Pokemon quite a bit, especially if you plan on using a really good Pokemon later on. I'm not going to cover its other evolutions because you can actually find its second evolution later on in the game, only in yellow. But, personally, I think there's some better flying types out there. Pidgey is just there to grab should you ever need to have at least a good flying type Pokemon to start it off. Anyway, next up is Rattata. Rattata is a pretty good Pokemon in terms of using HM moves. We haven't gotten any of those yet. We'll be getting to those much later on. But Rattata is a decent Pokemon, I guess. I don't really recommend this Pokemon in battle. It's just really good for holding HMs. So that's pretty much it for Rattata right there. Hey, you came from Palatown, right? Now, I have to say, when I was talking to this clerk right here, from back when I was playing Yellow after I played the hell out of Gold, I always thought that this guy was, like, having a really big smile, and the pixel that's right above his glasses, I thought those were his eyes for a moment. That's actually kind of funny, but anyway, while we're going on here, there is another route that we could take over there, but I'm not going to go that way quite yet. Let's see here. We can always take this to cheat our way back to Palatown because we need to head back to Palatown to deliver that parcel for Professor Oak. Now going off that way, there is also another rival battle, but I'm actually not going to do that rival battle at this particular time. That rival battle is optional, but when we're heading that way towards the Pokemon League later on, it is actually required. So for now, I'm actually going to hold off on that until we get all 8 gym badges. I'll get into why that is shortly. Well, actually, later on. Okay. So let's see here. What else we got? I'm sorry if you're hearing any clicking sounds. I'm actually using my laptop as a help screen for any upcoming Pokemon that I might have missed for later routes. Excuse me. Okay. So let's go up here and let's talk to the professor. Hey! Oh, Ash! How's my old Pokemon? Well, it seems to like you a lot. You must be talented as a Pokemon trainer. What? You have something for me? Here you go. Ah, this is the custom Pokeball I ordered. Thanks, Ash. By the way, I must ask you to do something for me. Gramps! Gramps, my Pokemon has grown stronger. Check it out. Ah, Gary, good timing. I need to ask both of you to do something for me. On the desk there is my invention, Pokédex. It automatically records data on Pokemon you've seen or caught. It's a high-tech encyclopedia. Ash and Gary, take these with you. Okay, not bad. To make a complete guide on all the Pokemon in the world. That was my dream, but I'm too old, I can't do it. So I want you two to fulfill my dream for me. Get moving, you two. This is a great undertaking in Pokemon history. Alright, Gramps, leave it all to me. Hey, Ash, I hate to say it, but I don't need you. I know, I'll borrow a town map from my sis. Also, not the Lindy one. Ash. Okay, so hang on a second. This old man, who's probably in his mid to late 60s, says he's too old to explore the world, check out some other Pokemon that's out there, and he's only seen like 5 Pokemon, and that's counting the starters later on. And now he's bribing 2 10-year-old children to do this. You got it. Alright. So now we got the town map. So when we go out here, got the town map right here. So this is all Kanto. Not a whole lot there is to it. Okay, so I do want to quickly say there is a time map when we're going to be heading off towards Route 22 right here. In fact, we're actually going to go ahead and do that now. I'm not going to go through all of it, but I'm only going into the grassy areas for that particular spot. And let's go ahead and I'm gonna do some on-screen training just to at least power up my Pokemon along the way. And we'll go from there. Alright. So the time for this recording is actually a few hours until New Year's Eve is about to end. So once this video goes up, I'm hoping it makes it up a little bit past midnight. So I can start off on my year Pokemon on my channel celebrating his 20th birthday with a bang. Or I guess in this case, electricity, I guess. Shocking, isn't it? Did I? Okay, here we go. Sorry about that, I forgot to mute my phone. And I actually had my phone on me at the very moment. Okay, here we go. So while we're back here in Viridian City, there is something that... Ugh, I gotta stop doing that. I need to quickly heal up my Pokemon, and there is something that I want to show off before we progress on. You know, I kind of find this a little irrelevant, because we only have Pikachu, and we have to still put its Pokeball on the machine. Can't we just heal it up for a while it's in there? I don't know. But anyway, we come over here. We need to talk to this guy. I actually have no choice but to talk to this guy. Ah, I've had my coffee now and I feel great. Sure, you can go through. I'm sorry I was so rude to you. I see you're using a Pokédex. I'll show you how to catch Pokemon as my apology. You didn't say anything to us earlier, but please, by all means. Shoot, we're so close too. That didn't work. I must be losing my touch. I've run out of Pokeballs too. Have to get some from at the Pokemon Mart. Okay, you know what? We should probably do that as well. Because we actually don't have any, but there is a Pokemon out there that I want to catch for what's coming up in a little bit. Hey, weird sprite guy with big glasses. How are you? Let's go with 10. And let's get ourselves a couple of more potions, because that's going to be useful for later on, because we're coming up to for our first dungeon. And we're already up to 15 minutes in this, my goodness. Okay. Alright, so when we're coming out here, I think we just entered Route 22. So, out here, we're gonna go to this tree, and there is a potion right here on this cuttable tree. Anyway, when we're coming out here, there are 4 new Pokemon that you can find out here. One of them is Spearow! Spearow, it is a fantastic normal flying attack. It's very fast, and it can do a lot of damage, and ooh, perfect! This was actually a Pokemon that I was looking for. I'll get into this Pokemon in a little bit. But anyway, Spearow, it is pretty much a more powerful version of Pidgey. The only downside is, it's not as defensive as it is, so it's not going to take hits that well, so it's going to be a little bit more challenging to deal with. And up next, only exclusive to Yellow, we can actually find both Nidoran male and females out here. These are some really good Pokemon to have, especially for this particular time in the game. Well, let me see something. But what's great about Nidoran male and female is that they both learn the move Double Kick at a pretty decent level. And this is the only game that does this. And I like that. Now, I mostly would recommend Nidoran male over female because it's more offensive, while Nidoran female is more defensive. I'm not going to cover the evolutions until a little bit later on. So, that's going to be it for a while. Now, like I said, there's also a optional rival battle that we could do at this particular point. But, unfortunately, I'm going to hold that up until we get all 8 gym badges. Now, only exclusive to Red and Blue... Oh, wait, never mind. This only... Actually, you can find this in all 3, but this early in the game, it's only in Yellow. We can find Wild Mankeys. Mankey is a very good physical attacker. When it evolves, it becomes the fastest Pokemon in the game. And I love this thing. I've used one in a previous LP, and it was a fantastic Pokemon. The downside is it can't take special hits very well like many fighting types. But it can deal up a lot of good punches on those physical attackers. So that's a really nice thing to have. Okay. So that's it for the new Pokemon here. As for up here, there are 2 new Pokemon that you can find on Route 2, and that is Caterpie. Caterpie is a very interesting Pokemon. It's one of the earliest bug types in the game, but I don't really recommend this one as often as you would think. So, unfortunately, I'm going to have to say pass on this one. Now, I would say I like this one. I like this quite a bit. So, wait, hang on a second. Actually, never mind. I am actually incorrect. We cannot find this one out here on Route 2, but we can find it in blue. So that is actually a little bit of an error on my part. But now when we come up here, we are now in the entrance to our very first dungeon of the game, the Viridian Forest, out here. We're going to continue on with Caterpie, since we can actually find this more often out here. Caterpie, it is a very interesting... a bug Pokemon, I guess. If you want to evolve it to its final evolution, Butterfree, I recommend that you catch it as a Caterpie and not Metapod, which we can also find out here as well. Now, also, only exclusive to Red and Blue, not in Yellow, we can find Weedle and its evolution, Kakuna. These are some of the very first poison types you can gain. That is, if you did not get a Nidoran male or female out here. So... they're pretty decent Pokemon, but I don't really recommend them if you already got a Nidoran male or female out here. Now, only in Red and Blue, I've already covered this Pokemon, we can also find Pikachus out here. They're very rare to find. So, if you want to have a Pikachu and you don't have this particular game, it's actually a pretty good Pokemon. But, what's great about this particular dungeon, only exclusive to Yellow, and you have a severe 1% chance of finding this thing, you'll be able to find Pidgeotos. Yes, you can actually find a wild Pidgeotto out here in the Viridian Forest, and they're very high level. They'll be at level 9 when you find them, and that is a good thing, and I love it. So, if you didn't bother getting a Pidgey, this is a good place to get yourself a Pidgeotto. Pidgeotto, it becomes more bulky and it becomes a little bit more faster. And it should know who's a more powerful flying type. I think it should know Gust at this point. So, it's all around a really good Pokemon. And it's a really good Pokemon that I recommend that you start off with, at least for now. So that pretty much just covers it for all the Pokemon that we do out here. Okay, now, let's see here. Now I'm going to work with my Nidoran off screen so I can get it into some more training. So, you're not going to see any good use for it at the very moment. So I'm going to try to get to as much of this dungeon as I can, and then in the next episode, we'll see how it goes from there. Okay, anyway, is there anything about this tree? Because I think there was something pretty special about this particular tree. There's like supposed to be like an item on this one. It's kind of a faint memory. Ah, right there, antidote. Very, very good item to have. This heals poison, but we have yet to see that happen already. Let's go ahead and use one, just in case. So, are you a trainer? No, you are not. This guy, on the other hand, is. I'm gonna go ahead and cover all these battles, and then we'll call it quits for this episode. We've gotten pretty far into it, so I'm very happy about that. Alright, so we got a PIKACHU here. I'm really sad that these catchers didn't get an official names yet, like they did in a later generation. I think one of them's name was Joey. Oh yeah, I think this one, I believe, is Joey. So let's go ahead and Volty continue on kicking the ass of this Caterpie. And I have to say, that string shot is very bright in this one. Alright. And Volty going to level 8, and it's going to learn Thunder Wave! Thunder Wave! It's a great Pokemon electric type move. It paralyzes the Pokemon, cutting its speed in half, which is very nice. So I'm going to go ahead and send out Nidoran out there, and that one goes. We'll see how it does. I forgot how ridiculously funny its sprite looks like in this game. And holy crap, that is actually pretty bad. Okay. Actually, I don't think I'm gonna have time to cover the other parts in here because I want to try to keep this as steady as possible, and lowering its defense so I could at least do some more damage onto it. No critical, thank you. Oh, okay, that did a little bit better. Not bad. Okay. Now, I really want to have Nidoran win his very first match, so that's why I'm going to keep sending it out, and I'm going to keep using these potions. And luckily, I do get some more money out of that set. Aha! Now, I don't plan on using this Nidoran on my team, but I'm actually going to be using this for a boss fight that's coming up in the next episode. Since we've already gotten pretty far into this. Alright. It's at level 7, is at level 5, which is nice. Alright! Okay! That is it! We have gotten Pikachu right here. Who is looking all happy and all that. Wow, we adapted pretty quickly. We got our very first Pokemon, we got Nidoran, we got him through the Viridian City, and we got through a little bit of the Viridian Forest. I think we're pretty good to end things off right here, alright? So next time on Pokemon Yellow, we are going to be heading off for Pewter City, and possibly taking on the boss for the very first time. See you guys next time.